I'm Miss Barbara from the Huntington Beach Library, and welcome to another STEAM activity. This is in conjunction with our summer reading program, Dig Deeper, Read, Investigate, Discover. So today we're going to be learning how to make colors with different types of food, different types of science experiments you can do at home. So for the first experiment, we're going to be using some food. I've got my Skittles. I have some jelly beans. I have my cup of water. Now for the second project, we're going to be using milk, a little glass full of milk, some dishwashing soap, food coloring, and Q-tips. So let's see what happens with these different experiments as we read, investigate, and discover. All right. So the first one, we're going to take our Skittles and we're going to put them in a plate. As you can see, I just have them randomly arranged on a plate. Now I did a little pattern with the jelly beans. See, I have them on a plate. I've got red, white, and blue. And now we're going to take a cup of water and we're going to pour them over the Skittles and we're going to see what happens. You don't need a whole lot of water. There we go. Just enough to make the plate wet. That's going to take a few minutes. We're going to set this aside and we can see what's going to happen. And if you can look carefully, what's happening, you want to try not to mix your Skittles, but watch what happens with your Skittles. We're going to do the same thing with our jelly beans. We're going to pour water on our jelly beans and we're going to see what happens with the jelly beans when you pour water on them. All right. As you can look what's happening with the Skittles. Oh my goodness, now you do not want to stir. It looks a lot better if you just leave the Skittles alone and watch what happens to the colors. Why is it doing that? Well, remember to read, investigate, discover. Skittles are covered with food coloring and sugar, and that tends to dissolve in water. So we're making our own little catch the rainbow Skittles rainbow right now. You're going to notice the same thing happens with jelly beans. However, the jelly beans might be a little bit slower than the Skittles. So as you can see, look at this beautiful Skittles rainbow that we're making. And pretty soon all the colors will dissolve and they'll meet each other in the middle. And you can do this at home. Now, can you eat them afterwards? Well, they're going to be kind of soggy and wet. I'm not sure I'd want to eat them afterwards. But this is our Skittle project and we'll come back and see how it looks when they're all done melting together. All right, as you can see, our jelly beans are starting to dissolve. The colors are coming together and we have our little patriotic red, white, and blue jelly bean plate. And these are just some of the fun things that you can do with food. Now I'm going to show you another project where you're going to use your milk, your dishwashing soap, some Q-tips, and food colorings. Remember, with all of our experiments, we do recommend adult supervision because they can get messy. All right. Let me show you what happens when you mix milk, food coloring, and dish soap. All right, the first thing you want to do with a plate is take some milk and you're going to pour your milk in the plate just so you cover the whole bottom. You don't need a whole lot. All right, that is enough milk. Now we are going to take our food coloring and we are going to put our different colors. Here's red. So let's put some red in there. Got some red dots. All right, how about some blue? Got some blue now. Gonna put some blue in there. All right, let's put in some yellow. And of course, let's put in some green. Okay, now we have our green. It's kind of fun just like this. All right, you can see the colors are kind of separate, and there they are. All right, now we're going to take a Q-tip, and we're going to put put it inside the soap. So I have the top, see? It's all covered with soap, liquid soap. And let's see what happens when I put this in the milk with the food coloring. Oh my goodness, look at that. I've caused it to come alive. Look at that. I'm getting the colors to move. Look at that. What happens if I just leave it in one place? What does it do? It causes the colors to move. All right, I'm going to get some more dishwashing soap. Put my Q-tip in there. Have the soap on there. All right, what happens if I put it here? It's causing the soap to move. I'm making my own little colorful designs with milk, dishwashing soap, and food coloring. Now, if you can see that, you can see the colors expanding when I just leave the soap in there. See? I'm going to get another Q-tip, try some more dishwashing soap. You can also take a dish towel and put that in soap and see what happens when you put it in there. And you can see finally, you can see it kind of bleeds out. The soap is causing the colors to move. And then of course, you know, when you move all the colors together, they become kind of a brownish. But this is of some fun things you can have. So you're causing the colors. You can see it's kind of moving out there. If you can see that. But these are just some of the fun, colorful things that you can do with food and food coloring. Thank you for joining today's experiment. Join us next week for another STEAM activity. And remember to always read, investigate, discover. Thank you.